Welcome to the Flora podcast, a place where we help you create a life you're excited about.
Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're going to share and talk about personal decluttering. And I debated whether or not to share this story with you, but I really feel that it's very important to share because sometimes decluttering our life to align into the life that we want doesn't look like what you think it looks like. So I wanted to share a personal story today, and I'll try to be as brief as possible so that you can see that those 9 types of clutter that get in the way of us having the life that we want truly is imperative. Okay, so 8.5 months ago, we moved into the apartment that we're living in right now. This was not the apartment that we initially thought we were going to be in. The view is horrible. We thought we could live with it. Me and my partner equals we, and we can't. My motivation, my mental health, everything has been so challenging since we moved into this apartment, simply because the view. Now, I know this might sound really superficial, absolutely first world problems. Some of you might say, oh, that's such a privileged complaint. Say what you will, I'm sharing my truth. So why does this matter? Why does the view of the apartment matter? Well, when we found this community, we fell in love with the aesthetic of it. I'm a Libra Virgo cusp, for those that care. And I love beauty. I love plants. One of the reasons why we moved to Arizona is for the sun and for the views and the warmth. The side of the building we're on rarely gets sun, so it's cold all the time. And there's just all these little factors that play into our unhappiness with the unit that we're in. With that said, we've been decluttering and downsizing for the last several years. I do space clearing. I do energy work on myself as well as clients. And one of the things that has been, I'll say the word, plaguing me since we moved in is the feeling of such deep, dense, dark energy and wondering why the heck I can't clear this. Why, just why? So as I sat with it, I just kept getting my intuitive hit of, you gotta move. I'm like, we literally just moved here. And then I asked for clarity. I'm like, all right, peeps, give me more clarity. Move to a different location in the complex. I was like, oh, okay. So I went to the office. I said, hey, do you have any units available on the 3rd floor that overlook the pool? Because when you overlook the pool, you literally overlook all the fabulousness of what we fell in love this community to be in. I mean, we literally walked in and we were like, yes, we love this. And I went from expecting that view to being in what I call the armpit of the neighborhood and looking at all the ugliness. I need that visual beauty because that's just part of who I am. And a lot of the times when I'm working with clients, they try to deny that part of themselves. They try to deny their preferences. They try to deny their priorities and think, oh, I can just make do. I can make do. And I'm here to say absolutely freaking not. No, ma'am. Full stop. You are entitled to your preferences. You are entitled to your priorities. Our priorities are beauty, visually as well as inside, externally as well as internally. And so one of the things we've been doing this week is packing. We're going to move this weekend. I'm so freaking pumped about it. And I just wanted to share this with you because the thing is sometimes you can do all the decluttering you want to. You can do all the things. You can clean out your inbox. You can clean out your apps. You can clean out your notifications. You can clean out your closet, under the bathroom sink, your dishes, all the tchotchkes, all the things. But if you're in an environment, if you're in a location that doesn't suit you, shit's going to feel hard. It's going to feel very hard. It's going to feel very challenging. It's going to feel like you're walking uphill all the time and that you have no motivation. And then you start wondering, what the hell is wrong with me? Why can't I get my shit together? What's going on? You've got to look at the environment. So when I say environmental clutter, it's not just the extra blankets and pillows and the extra cutlery that you have that you never use. No, it's literally about your environment that you're in. I did a podcast when we first moved in, and I talked about how when we moved into this unit, again, it wasn't the unit we were promised. I had to spend 2 days deep cleaning. They did a quick turnaround. The person moved out the day before. There was mud and who knows what else caked on the light switches. Literally, you name it, it was dirty. It was disgusting. And I was shocked, first of all, that they turned a unit over to us like that. But in any case, the unit we're getting is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. And it's what we were promised when we first moved in here 8.5 months ago. Never lower your standards to appease anybody. Because what happens when you do that, you lower your own energy. And that will impact your mental health. It will impact your sleep, your weight, your relationships. It's going to impact everything. And you're going to start to wonder, what the hell is wrong with me? Why can't I just be grateful or satisfied or blah, 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 blah with whatever I have? And the truth of the matter is, you're not here to settle. You are here to have a life that you're freaking excited about. That's why I created the Align program, to help you align into a life that you are obsessed with, a life that you're so happy that people stop you and ask you what you're doing. This is one of the reasons why I took off. I literally have been on a hiatus from my TikTok account. Another reason, I deleted so much stuff. I'm like, okay, what do I need to clear, peeps? I've been doing so much deep work, and it just kept going back to just relocate. I'm like, we just relocated. And that was ego coming in saying, we just relocated. We don't need to relocate. And I didn't dig deeper into it. And I should have, but I didn't. And I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because you know what? We're moving this weekend. So, again, some of you might think this is a really superficial podcast or reason why to move or whatever. If you go to my Instagram stories today, you'll see, actually, no, I posted it a couple days ago. I'm the time of recording, it's on my Instagram story. And I might even actually add it as a post so that you can go back to my Instagram and look at it. But you'll see the view that I'm talking about. The building is beautiful. However, I don't want to see into, 20 people's balconies. I don't. I want to see trees. I want to see blue sky. I want to see the mountains with the cactuses on it. I want to see the pool. I want to see the workout room. I want to see the beautiful community that we live in. That is the reason why we picked this complex. So, there is times in your life where you pick something and what you get is totally different. Kind of like when you go to a restaurant better yet, you order food. Like you order a sandwich. You order a chicken parmesan sandwich, and you get home and you open it and it's a Philly cheesesteak, and you're like, and you don't eat beef, and you're like, or you don't eat onions, and you're like, shit, what? And you don't want to drive all the way back over there, or you don't want to call and complain, but you ordered a chicken parm. You got a Philly cheesesteak. You are entitled to make it right. You are entitled to do your part and say, hey, this is not what I ordered. Let's fix it. And that's one of the things that I said to the main office. I said, hey, are there units available overlooking the pool? They're like, I don't know, let me look. They looked and they're like, yes, actually, that unit right there. And I said, wasn't that the one we were supposed to get? They're like, yes. I'm like, I want it. I want it. Yes. And they're like, perfect. Go online, fill out the application, do all the things, and it's yours. I'm like, perfect. That's what we did. We did it same day. We got approved same day, of course, because we're already tenants. And that was it. Easy peasy. And also this time, I looked into it. We hired someone to come in and deep clean. which it should be deep cleaned anyway, but I'm having somebody do it. We're hiring carpet cleaners to clean the carpet, and we hired movers for a 2-hour move since it's inter-community. All of that was extremely, extremely affordable, way more affordable than I thought it was going to be. Because y'all know me, I don't like spending money on extra shit. I like to spend money on adventuring. But this was worth it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So this is going to be such an easy move. And this is one of the things that I always talk to my people about too, is how can you let this feel easy? How can you let this feel fun? And the thing is I ask myself those questions every single day. How can I let this feel easy? How can I let this feel fun? And no matter how much I tried, again, it was like I was walking through molasses. It was like I was going uphill. And no matter what I tried, no matter what I did, it wasn't working. You have the right to demand from the universe your priorities and your preferences. And how do we do that? I have a whole podcast about it. I'll link it in the show notes for you. And again, this might not sound like a type of clutter to you, but it is. This is environmental clutter. If you are anyone who has ever lived in a place where you could just feel the energy just like being sucked out of you, that's a real thing. It is a real thing. No matter how much space clearing, grounding, crystalling, like crystal grid, all the things, no matter what you do, it's still there. That is a sure sign from the universe that is not your place to be in. If you've ever gotten a divorce or split up from someone that you've had a long-term partnership with, that place typically has dense or lower energies. If you've ever been in a place where a loved one has passed away, again, you've got these dense lower energies. Now, not everybody feels this, and that's okay. But if you feel a space has a lower vibrational frequency for you and it just won't clear, and you're just getting all of these signs that it's time to move on, that is a sure indicator that you need to shift and change your environment. Now, some of you might say, well, Flora, the economy, all this other stuff, you make your own economy. In our day and age, with how many resources there are on the internet, I know somebody who sells enamel pins and makes over $1 million. She sells enamel pins and makes over $1 million a year by selling pins. Where there is a will, there is a way. My sister, anytime she wants money for anything, she does a bake sale, and she makes a killing with her bake sales. It's crazy how much she makes. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's just say that you're listening to this and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I really need to move because I don't like the place that I'm in. Perfect. So the first step is, okay, where do I want to move? Where do I want to live? And what needs to happen in order for me to do that? Well, 1, maybe I need to buy boxes. 2, maybe I need to price out a U-Haul or price out movers. Okay, the next thing is figure out, do I want to live in a townhouse, an apartment, a condo, a home, an RV? Where do I want to live? And start pricing that out. Start looking for the opportunities and get curious and ask yourself, where am I resourced? Who do I know that could hook me up? Who do I know that could help me with this? There's so many possibilities and so many opportunities and so many resources out there for you. And this is one of the things that I talk about with my private clients, is really looking at the opportunities in each and every situation that you're in, and then looking at how are you resourced so that this can be fun and easy. I talk about this in my book, The 1 Degree Shift. The link for that is in the show notes. Really give yourself permission to look for the opportunities, look for the resources that are at the ready for you. This is one of the easiest ways to start decluttering. As soon as I'm like, no, okay, we absolutely need to move. I went to the office, boom, same day we were approved. Boom, there you go. Perfect. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. How are you resourced? What opportunities are in this moment? I hope this serves you today. I know this is a little bit of an unorthodox way of talking about decluttering. The key, truly, is to figure out what your priorities are. What phase of life are you in? We're at the phase of our life. We're empty nesters. We don't need a huge space. We want to spend our money and our time traveling and experiencing stuff. That's what we value. We also value outward beauty as well as the inward work. We have set up our space to do just that. Figure out what you want. That's the one question when I ask people, what do you want? That stumps them the biggest. Figure out what you want. Figure out what phase of life you're in. With that, you're going to instantly almost know what your priorities are or what you want them to be. And then those little 1-degree shifts to help you get there just fall into place. If you're struggling with this and would like to work with me over the summer, I do have 3 spots available at my current price point. Go to the link in the show notes where it says Align Life. Click the link. I have 3 spots available for the summer, and then I'm going to close it. Once those spots are full, I'm going to close it again until the fall. And the fall meaning September. So if you truly want this summer, the next several months, to be a game changer in your life and to finally clear out all that clutter that is getting in the way of you having a life that you truly, truly want, click the link, sign up. You know you want change. You know you are ready for something more. Now's your time to get it. Click the link. Let's talk. Remember, all it takes is a clear vision of what you want and the willingness to take one small degree of a shift every single day to align into a life or business that you love. I hope this serves you today. I love you, and I will see you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. All links mentioned are in today's show notes.